everybody, it's your girl Wavy Goddess 360 wave connoisseur, short hairstyle maven, and lover of all things curly and wavy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And today we're going to be talking about the tool that all wavers need to get waves, period. The tool. Today we're going to be talking about the brush. All wavers have a multitude, or should have a multitude, of brushes in their arsenal because different brushes produce different effects. And depending on your curl or wave type, depending on how much hair you have, all these things, depending on what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to do, all these things will determine what type of brush you're gonna use at the time. So you need to get real cozy and have an intimate relationship with your hair so you can really get to know and understand your hair, so you can provide its needs properly, so you can use the type of brush it needs when it needs that particular type of brush. Now, I really like FirstLine WavEnforcer wave brush. Is actually one of my favorite brushes, and I really like this brush because it's really versatile. It's really versatile, and it also really evenly distributes those oils and butters throughout my hair really well. So we're gonna jump into some of the other reasons I really like this brush. Now, I use this brush in particular while I'm wolfing for refining and smoothing. I really like the effect it gives my hair as far as refining and smoothing while I'm wolfing. Now, you may be wondering, what in the hell does wolfing mean? Wolfing is just a term that wavers use during the time period that they're growing their hair out for a specific amount of time before they cut their hair down. And they do this to get deeper and richer waves, to get a deeper and richer wave pattern. So while I'm wolfing, I have several different brushes that I need to use in order to train and maintain my hair. And this is my go-to brush for refining and smoothing. Now, I also like to use this brush after I color my hair because my hair follicles are a little bit more delicate, and this brush is medium hard. So I go to this brush, give it my hair its first brush through with this brush, and it's really nice because I have 4C curls, so that means my curls are extra tight. They're really coiled, and this brush is still able to penetrate through and kind of straighten those curls out to produce a nice wave pattern. Another reason I love this brush is because it does what the name says. WavEnforcer wave brush. It produces waves. It produces freaking waves. I'm telling y'all, I was in the mirror brushing my hair and I could actually see the wave production real time. I was like, what? That's crazy. I could actually see over my little problem spots. I don't know if y'all can see it. Over my little problem spots. Over the summer, I had this grand and great idea that I was going to change the direction of my waves. Didn't turn out so well. I had to redirect my waves back to its original wave direction, and this is what I'm really using to help me get my waves back. My hair had started to straighten out in certain areas, and I was like, what in the world? I started to panic, y'all. I thought I had lost my waves. I was like, oh my God, help me, Jesus. I cannot afford to lose my freaking waves. Are you serious? What? I couldn't afford to lose my waves, and this is what I've been using to help me get my waves back in my problem spots. They coming in, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see them, but they coming in. I'm really excited for that. Thank you, FirstLine. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah. Another thing I love about this brush so much is its long handle, is its design. It has a nice long handle. I don't know if y'all can see that. Nice long handle, which makes it really good at, well, it's ergonomically built for gripping. It's really nice. It gives you a nice grip, so when I'm like brushing my hair, I can hold it well in my palm and hit my angles can hit those angles really well. But we're gonna get into the thing I love the most about this brush, which is the price tag. Yes, the price tag of this brush is really, really nice. And in comparison to your Torino Pros, your Crown brushes, your Diane brushes that can range anywhere between $20 and $30, this brush is a steal. It's a really, really good buy. Now, don't get me wrong, those other brushes are really, really good brushes. I've heard nothing but good reviews about those brushes, but everyone's not willing to pay $20 or $30 for a brush. So for those who are balling on a budget, who are not willing to pay that much for a brush, this is a really, really nice option. Now, the only drawback to this brush is you got to be careful with getting it wet too many times. If you get it wet too many times, the brush becomes more prone to nicks and dents, and also the finishing on the brush starts to wear off a little bit because the brush is made of wood. So, but to counter that, I just took some olive oil and I buffed my brush really well, and it restored some of the shine to the brush. But you really don't want to get, because the brush is wooden, you really don't want to get it too wet too often. But other than that, that's the only drawback, if you will, to this brush. It's still a good brush, still a good buy for your buck. It's still a good option for beginner wavers, definitely, who don't want to spend too much money. This is still a very, very good brush. But I'm definitely gonna be dropping a link below that will take you directly to where you can purchase this brush if you are interested in purchasing this brush. If you currently own the WavEnforcer Wave brush, I want you to drop a comment below and share your experiences with the brush. I would love to hear what you think about the brush. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Stay tuned for more weekly videos where I'll be discussing all things 360 waves. Make sure you like, share, and comment on the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Wavy Goddess. Have a blessed one, y'all. Peace. Peace.